Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So I'm a little sporty today, Scorpio. I hope you don't mind the informal attire. I had to take I didn't have to. I chose to take my car in to get a trailer hitch put on the back of it so I can put the bike rack back there. But I didn't want to sit around there for 3 hours, so I had to run home. I had to jog home. I don't even know how far it is. It might be 4 or 5 kilometers. I took a lot of walk breaks. So anyways, then I have to go back and get it later. But I don't think I'm going to run. I don't think I can run. I think I'll ride my bike and throw it in the back of the car. So that's why I'm like this today, Scorpio. Hope you don't mind. But I feel like my brain is super clear. All that fresh blood has been pumped into my brain here for this reading for you. We're going to find out kind of like, you know, the summer, what you might expect over the summer. And for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, your season change, what you should expect with that. I am working too. My mouth has been bothering me a lot lately. It actually feels a little bit better today, but I am struggling a little bit with that again. So yeah, patience, please, Scorpio. So we are, we're going to look into your summer. I'm going to start with this Animal Oracle deck and get an energy, a message about where you are right now, and then in the summer, something for the summer. There's an extended, so if this reading resonates for you and you're drawn to the extended, the link is at the top of the description within this video. So let's get started, Scorps. My naughty with a dash of nice, Scorpio. Scorpio, right now, freedom is yours. Wow. You are running free and wild. You have I feel like open space. You're feeling like you want open space, but freedom now. Freedom is yours. So you may have actually come past something that might have been keeping your mindset kind of small or your mindset sort of contained. It's like something has opened up for you in a really big way here. Maybe too. Freedom is yours. I really just get this mobility, which is kind of funny because I have like all this mobility today, running and driving and cycling. So I don't know if your mobility has somehow increased for you on some level here. I'm going to pull out tarot cards. That's a nice energy. I love it. Maybe you're feeling this way too, like just a sense of, you know what, freedom really is mine. There isn't anything that's really holding me back. I can do whatever I want. Like that. Okay, so for the summer, what do you have here for the summer? You've had this before, I think, a long time ago, this card. Watch your words. I know you have. I'm sure this was you. Parent Spirit, watch your words. Now, what's interesting is what I'm getting with this is those that speak less hear more. So I kind of feel like, you know, before we get into the tarot, for you for the summer, like this is your theme is Parent Spirit, watch your words and really pay attention to who says what, and then different sides of different stories around you. It sounds kind of unusual, but that's what I hear, because like parents will just repeat. They won't know what they're saying. They'll just say stuff over and over again. So it might be important for you to be doing more listening than talking over the summer and kind of figure out some truths here. At the bottom, you have Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. Oh, you're going to be doing some detective work this summer, Scorpio. That's interesting. Yeah, now everything is reversed after that. Oh, this is good. I like this. This is really intriguing. Let's pull some cards for where you are right now. This freedom is yours. Horse Spirit. It's like a wild stallion or mare just running through the plains. So right now, Scorpio has got number 33. Freedom is theirs. Your mind, it really feels like it has something to do with your mind. You have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Swords. This really feels like the mind reaching new heights here, new levels. I love that the first card that came out was the Sun in Scorpio with the Six of Cups. So there you are. This is really your energy. You've been through it though, and that's what makes sense here, because it does feel like there's something that was containing you, something that was holding you back, but realizing that your truth here, you've got some sort of a truth that you've come across, that you've come to terms with, and you're really, really clear about it. Understanding what your freedom is, what you want, how you want to pursue that freedom, how you want to live that freedom. And it's funny that it's showing up like as swords, like as mental energy. If it hasn't led into it yet, I feel like it leads into a physical freedom too for you. Which too, like if we look at like kind of the theme of your summer, this parrot is now taking flight. Like having the momentum. You know, think about an airplane or anything that needs to get off the ground. It's got to get some speed going and then it goes. So it feels like you're getting some speed going now. And then in the summer, you're actually going to be taking flight here. And so you might be going into new situations and circumstances with different people, new people, people you already know. This and that are true. This could be a gossipy summer for you. And I really feel like it will be real smart for you to not say too much. You'll learn a lot more. You'll learn what you need to learn here. Look at this. You have the Justice card coming out already. This and that are true. Like weighing the balance here, weighing the facts. Watch your words. Because you might not know. Well, then you have a Tower. It's almost as if information will get relayed to you through different people. I'm even hearing like different channels, maybe different YouTube channels, different readings, maybe different news sources. This and that are true. It's all about the perspective. It's about the side of the table that you're sitting on. Underline's interesting. We'll get into that in a minute here. I'm going to show you everything quickly. You have Justice. Sitting under that is the Seven of Wands. Then you have the Tower card coming in. Underneath that is the Seven of Cups. See, there's an illusion here. And there could be a defensive energy around that. And then you have the Four of Coins and the Death card. There's your card. And then you have the Hanged Man and the Eight of Coins. So there's that time for perspective with the Hanged Man. And then I feel like being able to put some work in, or being able to direct your energy exactly how you want it. This, yeah. Oh boy, I feel like there's some real depth to your summer here, Scorpio. I'm not getting like a storyline of, well, you'll probably do some of this and you'll probably do some of that. I had a little bit of that with Libra. This is a lot more about a perspective for you. So the first card on the underline is the High Priestess. I'm going to get into the rest of that later. There's quite a bit that sits underneath this, but it's really investigating the unknown here for you. And this is projecting into the future, right? It's not summer yet. We haven't had the season change. So what do we have? It's as if there's something that perhaps you're defensive about now, because we've got Mars and Leo for the Seven of Wands. So Mars is one of your planetary energies as well. So I'm feeling like it's that. Like I'm seeing this fire energy kind of coming in as you and trying to weigh the pros and the cons here about something. Trying to weigh out the pros and the cons and trying to understand something for its real truth. You've claimed freedom right now. So I feel like too, in some sense, this is what gives you the clarity, because you're not necessarily tied to an outcome. You're not feeling tied to an outcome, not feeling dependent on an outcome. Right? Like you're free. I feel like this freedom to do and go what you want to do. So maybe on some level too, recognizing that yes, there are things that we are destined for in life, but also the most powerful aspect of your existence is your freedom of choice in this lifetime, and hopefully in every lifetime. And that is kind of what this empowerment, I would almost call it an empowerment that you're creating right now to move into the summer. This tower is fascinating. So yeah, you start off with weighing out the pros and the cons here. You are defensive, or at least on the element of protecting your energy, protecting the part of, you know what, even maybe trying to see the finer points in something is what that kind of feels like trying to hold off energy to look at the finer points here. The tower moment is almost like just a realization of how vast the possibilities are for you there. And this is, I feel like, where you're going to go into a little bit of illusion perhaps, and that's where I think becomes important to watch your words. You might witness something of someone or hear something, and, you know, based on what that is, kind of have a judgment call on it. But let's just say you don't see the whole context yet. That's what could happen here. And two, because I feel like you are going to be involved in looking in the finer points of something. You just feel like this person is really trying to zero in. I just hearing looking at the finer points, the finer details in something. So because of that, and it's just a situation outside of whatever that is, needs a broader perspective. So you have this perspective because you're really trying to understand the truth and the balance, the clarity in a situation, the pros and the cons, weighing all of that out. So you need to be in sort of that headspace. But then something comes into your energy, your journey, that requires a bit more of an expansive observation. It's a little bit like if you're walking down the street and you see someone, it looks like they're breaking into a house. And right away you're thinking, oh, what the hell? That person's breaking. But what you don't realize is that it's the in-law or the cousin or something, whoever lives there, and those people are on vacation. And this is their emergency person, but the key got lost and something's going on in the house. Like, I don't know, a pipe is busted. I don't know. Like there's a bigger story behind this. On the surface, right in that period of time, it might look like, you know, exactly what you see. So, you know, don't jump to conclusions and go after the person with a golf club or a baseball bat because they're not necessarily doing anything wrong. So I hope that's kind of coming through where how you kind of see that. It's like, oh, okay, so watch your words. Just allow things to play out. Obviously, if you see someone doing something violent to someone else, call 911. Don't not do that. But there's something broader here. And I feel too that you will be kind of given the opportunity at some point over the summer to really sit and think about, I feel like, this zeroed in energy as well as this expansive. It's almost like they might be two different situations, but somehow combining both these situations, circumstances that you're dealing with, combining both of these in your mind at the same time, like thinking about both of them, it's almost as if each one has an answer for the other. So if you really allow information to come into you and be hyper observant, I think that's a key factor for you this summer, is being hyper observant. But Scorpio, this is so you, because you are. I was joking with Cancer the other day because I was doing a reading for them. And it was sort of about like their internal emotions. I can't remember what it was. And I said, yeah, this is very Cancer. And I said, well, no, Scorpio can see. And I said, no, Scorpio sees inside other people too. That's, yeah, I would put like Cancer, like really inside themselves a lot, but you are like almost like your X-ray vision, like you can put in through the soul of people here. So I feel like you're really going to utilize that superpower, that Scorpion superpower this summer. And the key to that is, as much as you can, because you will gain more and more information here. You might feel a little bit like maybe opportunities pull back from you a little bit in the summer. But I don't sense you feeling uncomfortable with this, because the Death card comes in right under this Four of Pentacles for me. It's something might spur you into wanting to save your money, like inspire you to do that. You might start to develop some sort of a plan here for something, and you do. So I'm only saying that at some point you might decide to not go out as much with your friends, or to not buy this or that. It's like, no, I think I'm going to save a few of my coins, because you might not even know what it is, but there's something, it's a little bit like your spidey sense. Somebody else had their spidey senses going off, but yours is going off in a different way here. You're really a detective. If I was going to give a theme for your summer, it's being a detective here and putting the pieces of a puzzle together. And there's at least two different situations in your life that will call for you to look at them differently. One situation will definitely call for you to look at the fine print, the tiny details, and Justice card is here. It could be something legal. Like really look at that really finely. And then there's another circumstance that's going to play out here that's much broader. But I do see it, it spurs, because we have Venus and Scorpio with the Seven of Cups. So there is the possibility of illusion. I want to say, though, if you find yourself going into more of a fantasy realm or an imaginary realm, kind of allow yourself to explore that. But because reality will set in here with the Four of Coins, where you've got to look after something, your own stability, your own sort of foundation for what you're building. But you seem pretty comfortable in it. It's almost as if you are anticipating. You might not know exactly what it's going to be and what sort of rebirth that you're going into here, but you're definitely going to be doing one with the Death card. And I like it because it's coming out with this high perspective. This Hangman just seems so Jedi-like to me. So really coming out with a very high level perspective, and perhaps too, like thinking of the macaws are up above the canopy in the jungle. So they have like one of the highest perspectives in their environment. Ooh, you're going to have one of the highest perspectives in your environment, perhaps in your community. And then the Eight of Coins. I find it interesting. I'm looking at him. It's almost like he's trying to find the right piece that fits in there. Yeah, and the Sun in Virgo. So it's almost as if you take, okay, everything that you've learned over the summer, it's going to take you to a point where you kind of have a rebirth here. And I do see you nesting a bit prior to that. Maybe you're doing a bit of an ascension here. You may just feel more tired, more protective of your own energy, your own emotions. And then you come out with just this really broad, high perspective. And if you've been trying to put the pieces to a puzzle together, this and that are true, you're going to know the right piece to put in. I mean, it could have something to do with your work, but it's definitely you working on something, taking all of this mental, spiritual, and psychic detective work, and that enables you to put the right piece physically into the puzzle here. maybe like trying to find a new place to live, or trying to find the right dog groomer. Things are so limited now. I'm running out of interesting things to pop into my stories. But, you know, and kind of really narrowing in and broadening the perspective, and then you get it all put together. And you know exactly the right piece to the puzzle, or you know the right thing that you need to apply to your situation, or if you're putting a puzzle together of yourself, of your life, you're going to have the right piece. You're going to get them in the right order. That's what that feels like. Oh yeah, so now let's look underneath here. There's a whole whack-a-mole of stuff here. We have the High Priestess, and then we have the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, ooh, two, that could be finding a new place for you. And then we have the Palace of Cups. There's that deep, deep intuitive dive. The Fool, getting ready for a brand new journey, starting at zero, let's go clean, and Eight of Wands, swift, swift movement. Yeah, you are guiding yourself through some sort of energy that feels kind of depletive, kind of feels like there's a lack. It's an energy of lack, but going right into a big new beginning here. So it's a new opportunity for you. You can take this and run with it. But I find it's going to leave you feeling like you're in such a really deep, healthy, emotional space. This is the Palace of Coins, the Palace of Water is above the King of Water. So the King of Water is your energy. It's Scorpio. The King of Cups is Scorpio. And this goes beyond that. That is like taking you and putting you into the deepest elements of your psyche and your emotional state. And it is so healthy, and it is so well protected. It can't be touched by any outside source that isn't resonating at the same level as you. Follow your intuition here. Don't voice everything that comes into your head as well. If you have some sort of an inspiration, or you have some sort of a deeper knowing about someone else or a situation, you don't need to vocalize it. Keep it all in your little spiritual back pocket here. And then get ready. Like once you hit this palace, you're going on a brand new journey. You might even be traveling or moving. That's quite possible. Going from the Five of Pentacles to the Ace and going on the Fool's journey and movement and travel or communication. But I feel like most of the summer leads up to this. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Oh, I think too, if this and that are true, it really is going to, I don't know. I think a lot of you guys already feel this, but it's really going to highlight for you on a personal level how much control, like, you have over your destiny in a sense here. This and that are true. So yeah, you could go down this road and you may not have success, or you could go down that road and have success, or you could choose this road. So both of these are true. It actually is really dependent on what your attitude is. And are you seeing your cups as half full or half empty? Really, I want to say, I feel like an exciting summer for you, like a real in-depth exploration, and in that, just coming out on the other side like a Jedi, like a Scorpionic Jedi. 4, 5, yeah, there's 5 major, actually, well, no, and all the underlying, there's 6 major arcana here. So you are delving into the deeper aspects of your journey. It almost feels like big changes internally for really stable changes progressively into the future. Oh, there you go. I'm going to leave it at that, Scorpio. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that reading for you. I'm going to go do the extended, and I will break it up into beginning of the summer, middle of summer, and end of the summer, as well as self-focus for you in that. If I see you there, great. If not, I do hope to see you here next time. Until then, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.